Alright, so Ivan, you have to get real with yourself and ask yourself if you're being honest with yourself. Because I think you keep sabotaging yourself. And I think you. What are you doing, man? You have insane deadlines to meet. Okay, so you have like about 7 briefs, 6 to 8 briefs to finish by today. And it's already, fuck bro, it's midnight already. It's midnight and I'm cooking fucking eggs. You have one massive fucking task for native ads with another brand. You have to record looms. You haven't finished that. Oh my god, bro, what the fuck are you doing, dude? What have you been doing like these entire days, like the entire time? Like preparing for stuff? You're just doing, but like focusing too much into perfect details. Are you not moving with speed and urgency? Are you blaming it on an external factor to hide from the truth that maybe you're just not efficient? Maybe you just can't deal with the pain of sitting through things for once in your life? You walking around with those bags, baggy eyes, as a trophy to say you work hard, but in reality, you just don't know how to manage your time, to discipline yourself. Are you blaming this shitty environment on yourself as the reason you can't just fucking grow a pair of balls, sit through the discomfort you need to face, get it done, and move on with your life, and not have to rely on coping mechanisms that drain you? You're walking around with this fucking shitty posture, blaming it on business, but in reality, you just can't stick discipline to routine like you used to in the past. Where are all these excuses coming from, Ivan? You blaming your food and diet choices on someone else other than what you choose to eat? Your little fucking mouth and your fucking hands? You have the choice at the end of the day. Are you blaming it, everything that you want to be doing, on lack of time? Everyone's got 24 hours in a fucking day. And some people are getting the same or even more than you are getting done faster and are enjoying their lives, or are growing even more. What is it that you're hiding from? You've been sleeping poorly doing bad food decisions, skipping workouts, being irresponsible with how you decide to spend your time, not focusing and just on the things you know you're supposed to, not having a clear priority list. And even if you have a clear priority list, you don't stick to it. You find something else to waste your time over, something that's more comfortable. Because the moment you start feeling that lingering sensation in your mind, like heavy cloud, sluggish feeling that you get when you're facing something hard, you automatically switch to something that's easier. Or you obsess over a little minor detail for a long time, way longer than it's supposed to. And then when the deadline comes, you'd say to yourself, how am I supposed to finish this task in this specific time? You don't follow your word. You say you're gonna do something, and you either have a really unrealistic expectation of the real time it would take to it, or this is 99% of the cases, I would even say 100%, you focus on the wrong details. Why? Because it's easier. You think you have high pain tolerance, but I haven't seen you push past your limits in a very long time. I think you're getting complacent, Ivan, and I think you need to change. You used to be the guy who was always down for any fucking challenge. You were the one who brought up challenges to fucking go run 20 miles without any preparation, to go work out in the rain, to push past those insanely ridiculous, painful reps beyond failure. And now you don't do any of these. You quit the moment things get uncomfortable. Whether it is work, it's always been work. And even if you manage to push just past a little bit, the rebound you do is awful. You just relapse completely. You say, you know what, this was too much, and then you just either go eat a huge meal as a coping mechanism and feels bloated, sluggish, you can't think, you want to take a nap, and then you blame it on your energy, your tiredness, everything else, and then the whole day is fucking ruined. You need to start getting clearer and uncovering those mental models you have. And what are those mental models? What is the language you're using? Have clear definitions of the vocabulary you're incorporating in your daily life. If you're pointing the finger of blame to random things you're not fully aware of, you don't fully understand, you say terms you don't fully understand, you're giving power to things you can't uncover. And even just the simple measure of throwing the finger of blame to something else, exterior, outside of you, I can't do X because of Y, shouldn't be happening already. Everything you do in this life, you are responsible for it, whether you want it to be or not. You may not be the one who's guilty, who's blamed, should be the one to be blamed for it, but you're responsible. If a baby shows up to your door one day and no one's else around, and you open the door, guess what? It wasn't your fault. But you're responsible as to what you're gonna do with the baby. You either take it inside, you either leave it there, you either take it to the firefighters, you either call someone, you are responsible. And the same thing, that same baby is showing up in all different avenues of life. When something bad happens to you or something unexpected goes, oh man, I have so many messages to catch up to on Slack. And then you start blaming clients for over communicating and just filling the chats with random noise. And then you just stay in this dwell, like you don't finish the task you're supposed to, but you're also not completing, like going through everything, just clearing the backlog. You're just always sitting in this dwelling, always worrying, always overthinking, overanalyzing everything. And when the time comes, when the deadline comes, you stress the fuck out. And somehow you always manage to pull it off to make the deadlines meet. So it's not a matter that you don't have time, because if you didn't have time, you wouldn't have those clients. If you couldn't finish the tasks, you wouldn't have those clients, but you still do. You can get the work finished. So why is it that you can only, you have the same fucking time in a day, 24 hours a day? So why is it that you're sacrificing your sleep so much? You're ruining your schedule completely. And you're still sleeping about the same hours, maybe like sometimes 4, sometimes 5, 6, 7, whatever. And sometimes you sleep in. Why is it that you have all those hours, the same exact like any normal person would have, even you would have on an optimal state? And why is it that you can't get just shit done before and then move on with your life? Why is that? What's wrong with you? It has to do with pushing past discomfort. You are only able to push past discomfort when you're stressed. I think you're over procrastinating with either worrying about things mentally, focusing too much on specific details that don't really move the needle forward, overthinking as well, or you just aren't able to push past and you can't stick to the fucking computer long enough without reaching out for some food or something else to numb yourself. To numb yourself. That is the word, to numb yourself. You're trying to escape reality, but you just have to fucking sit with it, be a man, and just fucking learn to deal with it. Not try to run away whenever things get uncomfortable. That is not how you're gonna grow. And one day it's all gonna fucking fall. And you're not gonna get to the goals you want. The clock is fucking ticking, Ivan. You have a limited time. And every single decision you do, every single one is counting towards a future. Whether you get to there or not is going to be a matter of how soon do you stop taking those bad decisions and start taking the best ones fucking possible. Even when you know it kills your ego, it feels uncomfortable, and you're gonna have to push through it. So what is the fucking action plan from this? Because I know deep down that I have a clock. The clock is running out. So why is it that those temporary moments where I feel a little uncomfortable defeat me? How can these temporary, minuscule moments and emotions and feelings outweigh my dreams? How is it that those temporary instances become far greater and bigger than my vision and dreams? Isn't this thing I'm aiming for a lot fucking bigger and more important than whatever I feel in the moment? Are you just not reminded enough of your mission, of your vision, of your goal? Do you not fully believe it? Do you forget it? Then why are you not moving with enough energy, urgency? What do you need, Ivan? Maybe you're thinking it all backwards. Maybe you don't need anything. Maybe you're always putting you're putting your success at the mercy of external things outside you. You're saying, if I just had this one thing, and that one thing isn't available to you in the moment, and your whole success, your whole process to achieve that vision is bottlenecked because that one thing isn't available to you. And that is where you put the dependency for success. You're dependent on some sort of magical secret thing that doesn't even exist, that is outside you. And you're putting your whole success on that line. Where have we gotten, Ivan? Things have to change. Things have to fucking change. I'm gonna keep fucking drilling this to you. What happened to your journaling where you uncovered those mental bullshit strings that you had? What did you do to all of it? What, you get to the moment and you don't feel like writing, but at the same time you spend that same, like you just spend like fucking almost hours staring at the ceiling, like just fucking daydreaming, waiting to fall asleep. What are you doing with that time, bro? You're too tired to write, but you're not too tired to sleep. Then you're not too tired to sleep. Stop lying to yourself. Face the discomfort. You have to learn. I have to fucking keep drilling this to you.